Good morning, children. Welcome to science class. So, in science, we are learning the 15th block, which is properties of air. Isn't it, children? So, in this, we have learned that air has weight. With the help of balloons, we have done an experiment and we have learned it. Isn't it, children? So, in the second topic, we are going to learn that air occupies space. Okay, it occupies the space, but we can't see. Let us get to know how the air occupies space. For this also, let's take an example of a balloon, children. The first balloon is very small, isn't it, children, in a deflate way. Yes, as we blow air into it, the balloon expands. It isn't it, children? It inflates. Why? Because the air we are blowing into the balloon is occupying some space where the balloon is getting bigger and bigger. Isn't it, children? Okay, this is one example which is telling us that air occupies space. Now let us do an experiment with an empty bottle, whether the bottle or the empty glass, whether it is really empty or it is filled with air or not. Okay, for that, take a vessel filled with water and place the take a vessel filled with water. Take an empty glass. Okay, take an empty glass and try to insert into the water in a reverse way. Can you see, like up, the glass is upside down. Okay, and try to push the glass inside the water, into the water. What happens? The water will not enter into the glass. Why? Because the glass is completely filled with air. Even though it is empty, it is filled with air, and air we cannot see with our eyes, isn't it, children? So by this experiment we can say that air occupies space. But and if you continue pushing, it bounces back because of the presence of air. And if you slightly tilt the glass which we have inverted into the water, then you can see air bubbles coming out of the glass. As the air bubbles comes out of the glass, the water rushes into the glass. That means the air is coming out and water is taking the air space. Okay, by this experiment we can say that air occupies space. Okay, that means in this world nothing is empty. Okay, like empty. If you say the word empty, that means the vessel or the cup or the can or the bag is filled with air. Okay, we can say that. Okay, nothing is empty. So if we are unable to see it, but then we can say that it is filled with air. It is air has occupied that space. Okay, children. So this is the experiment which proves that air occupies space. Okay, so for this topic, I have given few keywords in your daily schedule, children. Please learn them and write it in your classwork. And coming to your question answers, how will you prove that air occupies space? So you can write the empty bottle or the empty glass experiment here, children. Okay, if we dip an inverted empty bottle into the water does not enter the bottle, which means the bottle is not actually empty, it is filled with air. If we tilt the bottle in the water, the air comes out in the form of bubbles and then water rushes into the bottle. By this experiment, we can say that air occupies space. So write this answer in your ruled place, and beside that on the white side, you draw the picture like this. Okay, copy it from your daily schedule. Okay, children. So write this answer and practice this diagram also, children. In the previous topic also, you have to practice the diagram also. Okay, whenever you write this answer, you have to draw the diagram also beside in the white place, either in the exam, either in the classwork. Okay, so learn it perfectly and practice it, children. And coming to your homework, complete the volume book 2, page number 30, S2, air occupies space. So in the next class we will learn the next topic, children. See you in the next class. Bye.